Good morning, everybody. I'm here alone this time. It's strange, but I'm here. Hi, welcome to exciting adventures in the TARDIS. Today, we are continuing trying to get out of the Temple of the Lawyers. Dr. Cameron still has his little icon of that on, which is a problem. But they still going to happen an earth-shattering kaboom. Do I have any music set up? No. I just woke up. I'm a little bit late waking up. But I'm here. And I am just checking if we had any problem with the song last time. It seems not. So let me actually pull up Trauma Center music. Yo, that works. Let me check once again if Quill is still asleep. Yes, he is. But hopefully he will be taking back for this episode later on his own. Let's see, microphone working, music working. Let's start! Part 21. The Folly of False Heroes. I really have to recommend you in the episodes for that. During this venture, Mr. Stone, Dr. Cameron commanded me. As they both watch, an obstacle in front of us slide away from the second passage. And we have been using to get to this point. On the other side, we noticed that the obstacle in question the statue of a coiled snake. Dr. Cameron chuckled in amusement as he had. And there seemed to be something appropriate about the fact you had to use a magical keystone to open this gate. Fate, I guess. I accepted the instant shock and I stepped into the next room. I was take everything in. Doing so allows me to see that this is one of the larger rooms of the temple, but not as large as the sacrificial chamber. Up a short flight of stairs, I see a soul circular ring with a lot of patterns on it. For the inspection reveals it is actually two rings. One is within another, and each shows its own group of symbols. In the middle of the circle is a curious image, or what appears to be a replica pool of water, except it is sideward. That also indicates that the target is currently active, which also serves to help explain why the majority of our expedition team doesn't seem to be here. Only a few are left standing here, which include Dr. Smith, Blade, Dr. Crazy Venture. Was it Crazy or Crazy? Crucial and Edge Bullet, Beef, Without, and Wrong. It seemed like you had an interesting adventure while you were gone. The command continued, while he stepped into the room. I knew at one point of criticism though. When I got the command again, he goes on to say, you have a copy of that map in this temple, including a second passage, as well as the keystone that tried to open the passageway. Had you been captured, it would have made its way inconvenient for us, or for our new allies here. That's why I didn't plan to be captured. I told with the simple shrug of command. Oh good! You two are here! Lord Miss Jet, when he sees us. I'm in the amulet, I see. Yes, I see now the nice lightly, and the evil artifact, which command is still wearing. After Dr. Smith said that, I look from Dr. Smith, then back to Dr. Command, and I say, speaking of which, take up the bath now, as you promised. I just show up to the target, and I'm going to say. And in my part, I never knew to safely to the target. And that they will never us back to Aquasphere, so the command inquired. As he looked further into the room, gazing up at the target, fascination in his eyes. Somebody detected this body, I think. I asked for it also suddenly. Actually, that's the only man is getting late. Those missed promises confidently. Of these days, Doctor, you have to tell us how you know these things so well. And to come outside with fascination, Dr. Smith. Dr. Smith's only reply is to make it come around with a coy, knowing him. Then I called Umbrella Dr. C. I remind in an instant voice. Take it off now. I pat him very careful at this point to make sure that I hadn't corrected him enough. Compel him to keep it on. I wouldn't put it past a cursed evil artifact. Like that. An evil artifact like that can lose that impulse upon its wearers. Oh yeah, yes, of course. The command agreed. I looked out on the matter of the neck. Looking up, stretching, but there he hesitated. And the other stepped closer to him, granted this hesitation. His eye reflects, pulling me my direction, which indicates to me that he noticed my nervousness, and is easy to decipher why. Dr. Command looks at it to keep it on, but it's not clear. He's also thinking about this. After a few minutes moments, I see him close his eyes, clear his arm, and finally takes off the cursed amulet. Only then do I finally take a breath. I immediately glanced up at Dr. Smith, but I noticed he does the same at that moment. Thank you, Dr. C. I expect to come around gratefully. You did the right thing. I will not be some puppet. Let's come out and go in the conversation. I got what I need from this thing. I am supposed to stand beside him around, and I shall impact him using my right wing, and I flash him a proud smile. As I look in his eyes, he reveals to me that gathering the will to put the amount off was indeed difficult for him, but he still managed to do it. I knew I admired him for some reason. They are looking concerned at the others. Is everybody else to the gate? I asked concerned. Actually, Talon isn't with us yet. They get more to be in concern. He wasn't with you? No, he was setting up the bombs. As I come out and dive, okay, on the other side of the temple, I find the total alarm. Our job was to inside the temple guard, kill the blood, and let's get with our lives. We never got into town. They paused nervous at the ground with a hoof as he said. Something must have happened to him. He should have been back now by now. He is the most experienced among us. The crazy reminders. I'm sure he will be okay. He is also the oldest among us. They shot back a little crazy. He swore to think this would be a chance for him. Plus, there is all the other threats to this temple to consider. Something easily could have gone wrong for him. He shakes his hand and looks at the front entrance to his room. I'm going to go rescue him. Late, don't do it. Last time it was your fault as well. By yourself? Dr. Kenny asked incredulously. Let's get the talk. Just a minute later, she narrowed her eyes as she decided. But if your mind is made up, then I'm going with you. And you are leaving the gate open during that time? Not a good idea. No, you are not. They said, come back to her sharply. Look, there's actually an advantage to me if I go alone. He stands up on his hind legs for a moment, while he was his forelight, as said. I am the fastest member of the team, remember? If I draw their attention, I can run too far out of them to do anything about it. Okay. Casey acknowledges with a look of confusion on her face. But say you do get to town, and turns out he's injured, and the reason why he's not here. What's your plan then? I've asked him to walk on the ticket passage. I volunteer. I know the space well, and I have the magical keystone to find the ticket passage. While I distract them, I will use the opportunity to get the exit town. Again? The Pokemon asked carelessly. You led the team before the time to have me rescue the old from my country god. That mother back home is right now. He get the point of who? Of the target. And now you want to venture back out of there to rescue Talon? He said sadly. Lady, you are even greater than I am. And that's saying something. I'm not leaving any pony behind. I came back instantly. If it's not in the hands of the old monsters, we have abundant thoughts here in the temple too. Nobody is at a planet without to suffer a fate that the creature can inflict. But we have the omelette. It will come out of mind as it's the opposite position. And the blood that the creature has will be diminished without this artifact. I say we have done enough by keeping it out of its sword. And besides, he now looks at Nabas keenly, reporting. This thing will fetch a mighty fine price. I had explored widely and looked around and I exclaimed, What? You can't be serious. You know that the thing is poison to any soul who wears it. I use my wings to cut over to the app, and I say, something that dangerous and even worse than prize. And what will you do with it? Miss Keystone. So the camera marched back and angrily. More in the sand and hope that it is unknown. It's mainly other than myth, wizards, and rogues stand near the caravan and take a defensive position. In all, it looks clear to me that they intend to grab the caravan taker than his new pride. Then in the moment, I grew startled to realize I begged the caravan to promise me that he would remove the matter as soon as we got to the target room, and he did. but I did not have the foresight to ask him to give the amount back to me. In hindsight, I realized the reason I didn't ask that was because I trusted him. And that was before he won the amount. It might be the reaction of the amount talking to him right now. This is what I also said to Quill when he took the amount on. We will never know now if this was already intended outcome for him or the amount is talking to him. If any kind of lingering abandonment changes are happening. For just a brief moment, I glanced at others in the room to see what they will do about the situation. I see them all like that as silent right now. The fact that it was been done that too, especially surprised me for some reason. You stupid naive Folly! Look about this me! This, as he now told about rather arrogantly. You love to us adventurers, and you not even have. Not even that much as yourself, I might add. He knows that at me. But there is one thing you never understood about this profession. It doesn't about it off in the air. Get it again in the place. Before you go on to say. But you like this costs a lot of money. The equipment, the boat, the vessel who run it, even you. Even the empire is not to me. All of this costs money. And how did you expect to repay our investors? Here's a point at the portal, as he said instantly. Do you expect someone to return on their investment? Or they start making life? The Shaman lifts his hand in the midst between snobbish, but also very cold pose, as he goes on to say. The real one is that Folly and fancy and the novelty you want me hunting. Not everything you want as much as we don't know by those who travel in it. Some things remain hidden in the dark, lest the competition gains on too much in life. He sees about it too, and as he has. The two winners in life know when it is time to secure the secure their prize, and the things in their lives. I shall understand by knowing when enough is enough, and I made sure to gain enough funding for the next adventure. I ate my teeth, and I still ties to my eyes before I say, Mr. Cameron, I trust in you. And that is where you fail. Mr. Cameron argued the most. I suppose over many other boys like you who would have become a competition. It was a month again. One day were ruthless enough to do what it takes to remain on top. In the end, it is my books that fly on and off the shelf, while everyone else is done that or less too. So, Cameron is still writing. I mean, or some people are writing about what he tells about the adventures. I wonder why others who challenge me remain silent. And it's because hearing fools like them, he sets a poorly objective, like saving town in the midst of all the creatures. He said the jumping point to the normal exit of the room, and not the secret passage. We just used to get here. They never knew what enough is enough. Well, I too say that you only what you have to. But I say do only what you have to, because you may prize. He shakes the about again. then get out while the going is good. What I not to see? I get a fellow buying me. I saw most of my homes on the ground. Then like, please don't to see. Whatever you do, you can give the amount to Corona pandas. The command is so stunned to hear the name that he almost choked in his gas. That moment of silence passes between us, as he gave an utter shout of passion. He was twist into suspicion and rage. Yes. How in the question do you know that name? I never told you that. I can answer right away, because I'm going off guard by something else. Macy just confessed to me that he knows indeed knows Corona pandas, and that most I think he's found this entire expedition. What is the plan all along? To find extraterrestrials have nature's artifact like this that make it back to the criminal bombers? No. No! I refuse to believe this. But the criminals would never do this willingly. He's all about accessing the historical knowledge of our quest here. Especially why I lived up to him all these years. Sitting pressing deeper into Kamal's face, and I realized something else. I don't know what it is, but he says with limit fury. You were hoping the chance just to get damaged all the time, haven't you? He's feeling deep enough to cause him to growl, as he goes on to say. So all this time, you were just pretending to me this week, not a bit of math, but all along you knew perfectly well what you want to use and to run. This time, with what sounds like a genuine pain in his heart. I told you that you looked up to me. I told you needed me. You asked me to protect you, and I believe you. His eyes flare open at me with excessively harsh resentment, a lot of pain. I can see tears in his eyes, in addition to flaming anger. I think I speak or move, or barely even think. A chair sinks into my soul, or the more. But let me see. Dr. Carol noticing the change in attitude. All of a sudden, he goes from flaming anger to coldness. It's as if he instantly decides to reject all of his emotions. He closes his eyes, lifts his head high, takes his neck from the side to side, then gives me a cold and empty look. Well played, Whiskey Storm. If that's your real name, that commands me. Command in an empty voice. All this time I told you were a fool, but I guess you showed me up. Thank you, Whiskey Storm. For a minute I need to be even more disgusting. But the command suddenly gives a sheer whistle and whips his head towards the target to indicate it. As he turns away coldly, his voice turns on after him gallantly. It is only at this moment that it finally occurs to me that those high boys are taking orders from the command, and not just Corona pandas. Maybe there never was a difference to begin with. He made his choice a long time ago. Or did he? As much as it displays me, there is still a tiny glimmer of hope within me that it is all later he is doing what he is doing now, instead of that thing, it becomes the corrupting influence of all that. But even with that theory, this cannot explain his history with the Corona pandas. He is confident to me that he works for such a terrible bomber, and now he also thinks the only reason I showed incompetence in adventure was because I was a secret service agent of a disaster all along. It's a good point though. I wonder if a real agent disaster was telling him. Maybe that's why I thought my guards were on this mission. But if that's the case, they could have hidden themselves better. The team has proceed on ahead of the command. He did not go through the threshold. Meanwhile, I continued to stare at him. I stared below my eyes. For a moment, I was told he was going to proceed through the portal without looking back at me, but at the right second, he does. At first, he then gave a brief flare of anger at me, and to show the last amount of his rage. But when he sees me, the expression suddenly changed again. He started to see how much I am in pain to watch him go like this. The reason why my expression might be so convincing to him is because my expression actually is absolutely genuine. I feel that I am betrayed right now, but I still look upon him suddenly with one last shadow of hope in my eyes. With the expression, I make him not do this with all that I am. Seeing my expression and the doubt on his own face, which then shifts to confusion that settled in the guilt. At least one last time, he seems to be asking himself if my feelings towards him is true. I see him close his eyes and bow his head. He holds that for several seconds before looking back at me with an expression of guilt in his eyes. When I see that, I can't help but think I am witnessing the last shadow of his own side. The part of him that never has been completely destroyed. But then, my heart sinks again, but at the same time as the breath and dismiss emotion yet again. He closes his eyes, lifts his face, and begins to leave before raising his breath just as much. And he opens his eyes, he gazes emotionlessly at the portal and talks through it, with another glance back at me. My young eyes collapsed under me, and suddenly burst into song. He left me. He chose to leave me. There was hesitation and guilt in him for just a moment, but it wasn't enough to stop him or to leave him around. And now it feels to help me to give up that family wishing that not only he is doing this because of the amount corruption. The certainly can be a factor, but I think it is responsible for the pony. They were before they put it on. I see that now. And I am being a fool. I wonder if there's anybody else that I looked up to who are less than I have believed in one way or another. I go startled and alert, but I don't need to space just closer to the portal. For a panic moment, I even told he's about to reveal himself as yet another agent of the Cameron all along. But when he yells over his shoulder at me, I see something on his face that reminds me to shockingly profoundly grave. I feel that Dr. Orlando knew about this and he made preparations. After all, the story is leading to the Titan. The Valley of the Titan. Not to Equestria, even though it could have. Totally, they can't leave. They are up in the middle of a village, surrounded by Silurians. I have only known communication like this once before, and very recently as that. And it is a great thing as all master by communication. It is exactly like this, not this time though. There is no direct word or meaning that into my head. Instead, this is a sudden of elegant knowing of the transmitted intention and feeling, which is this. For some reason, he has complete faith in me. Whatever I decide to do, he knows it is the right course of action. He is obliged to step through this portal right now, for some reason, but he will back. I don't know how or when he will do it, but there is something in his expression that was promising me he will back. Okay, it seems to me that Dr. Cameron and the crew is gonna take the boat and travel back to Russia, and the Doctor and others will use the TARDIS. Then he too also steps through the portal. This time, however, I feel a sense of hope and confidence fly back into me. They give me enough encouragement to rise back to my hopes again. I say, am I mother? Are you still with me? Like it calls me with a brief poke to my shoulder. When I look at him, he goes on to say, I still want to find out what happened to town, and screw him if I need to be. And I can still use your help. Okay, late. You are proving to be a nice guy. And whatever you said in the first time that you want to have as well was genuine. Dr. Grayson looks hurt and offended by Lady's word. But she also regards me with curiosity, obviously wondering what I would say to the offer. There's not even a question about this. I take a moment to close my eyes and think of the mess to calm myself that has gone in and want to go. When my eyes were open, they knew so much focus and determination in them. Let's go get him! And I announced, the seal in my voice. Of course I messed up the last calendars. Okay, so Kamala showed his true side. We don't know how much of this was all determined. How much is it because of the amulet, how much because the others are here, the hedge ponies. But he did choose, and he did take money from pandas before, so he did choose the side before going on this adventure. Another surprise to me. And I don't actually blame him if it wasn't the amulet itself, if it was just gold or anything that he takes back into a sale, and not sell something that is still dangerous, still this dangerous. But he knows. I agree that everything costs a lot, and they need a lot of backing, a lot of money to do any adventure they want. And sadly, whatever you might find is one part of the thing. But he could have thought that maybe the maps on his face alone can cover the cost. Even think about that. But he might be thinking that whatever I don't think, the other adventurers will. Which is kind of true. Because he is not the only adventurer who thinks this way. And yeah, all the adventurers need something to cover the cost of the adventure itself. Even Tunnel told most of his treasures, I assume. Even your grandfather did that as well. But the tales don't go that far into the details. Yes, you saved a very ancient piece of waste, but you sold to others. That's the whole thing. That's not getting said out loud. It's either you go by with very little money, and you will have to hope that, oh, I might have enough backing to go on new one, or you get some crazy treasure that you can sell and get enough money, or you are paid to do things, which seems to be the case here for Dr. Cameron. He's paid to receive something, sell it to the mafia boss, and that's it. And then he's gonna get enough money for the next adventures. Not only one, but multiple of them. Suddenly, he chose a wrong target. This is a very dangerous target to use. But that's it for today. Next time is gonna be on, let's see, 1, 2, 3, on Tuesday next week. And we will see if the doctors are gonna come back. And if we can find them, we go, that should be the kaboom! That's the kaboom! That's the kaboom! Right along. I mean, he didn't say when the kaboom is gonna happen. And I didn't assume that he's gonna die here by hearing the explosion by himself. And I'm still on to my word. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. And see you the next week. Bye bye.